All right, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Country Brewster. We're starting to get back on track. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that spicy mango recipe. Next, we are going to be making a tropical wine, or at least what I'm going to call a tropical wine. I guess there's some people out there that say in order for it to be called tropical wine, it has to have so many tropical ingredients or whatever. So I don't know, I may get in trouble in the wine community for saying it's a tropical wine. Needless to say, whatever, it's my version of a tropical wine. Let me turn this off. Filling up my fermenter in the background. So I was at Walmart the other day, was walking around, and I seen this at Walmart. It's 3 pounds of tropical fruit blend, right? We got pineapple, mango, papaya, and coconut. And I thought to myself, that sounds like a really good wine. So here we are. We're going to give it a shot. I am going to be making a 2-gallon batch. If you are at home and you are making this recipe, this is going to be one where you're probably going to have to make a 2-gallon batch. I understand there are some people out there that are beginners, but if you can make a 1-gallon batch, you can make a 2-gallon batch. The reason why I say that is because those bags only come in a 3-pound bag, right? So you don't want to have to sit there and weigh out 1.5 pounds of fruit, right? And then you may not get, it may just not turn out the same. So for this recipe, 2 gallons, right? That's what we're shooting for. So I've got a gallon of water on the stove. I'm gonna turn that on and start getting that heated up. We're not looking for a boil, we're just looking for a low simmer, about 150 degrees, 170, somewhere right around in there. So once that gets up to temp, I will bring you guys back and we'll start adding in the rest of our ingredients. I hope the fan's not bugging you guys in the background. It's super hot where I'm at. I'm hoping the mic isn't picking it up too bad. And I will also show you an ingredients list at the end of the video, so you can visually see it or take a screenshot of it to take to the grocery store or whatever. I know that some of you say that that helps, so I will be sure to do that at the end. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back when we get the fruit started. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that water to heat up, as I mentioned in the other video, I am getting things set up to start doing some beer recipes, and I'm trying to get your guys' perspective on, do you want me to start doing beer right in line with this channel and adding, you know, once a week we've been doing about 1 to 2 recipes a week. I can start doing the same 2, but do like a wine or a meat or a hard cider and then a beer or something like that. But I guess, is the majority of the people watching, are you guys into wine, or do you just like home brewing in general? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you guys could drop a comment below and say, hey, you know, move the beer over, let's keep this more wine and cider. I really want to get your guys' perspective. I'm super stoked. We're almost up to 50 subscribers here on YouTube, and that's super awesome. I never would have thought I would get up to 50 subscribers, so I'm really looking forward to keeping this channel growing and having some fun. But to do that, I want to get your guys' feedback. I don't want to start making beer and you guys be like, oh, hey, you know, we were more into the wine videos. You know, I don't want to do that. So please give me your guys' opinion on that. If you kind of want to start picking up on some beer recipes and stuff too, then let me know. It is kind of the same equipment. It kind of isn't the same equipment, so there is that aspect too. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing beer as well. I've been doing beer almost as long as I've been doing the wine and the hard ciders and stuff. So I'm just trying to get it set up more in a way of moving away from doing kits and doing more all grain recipes, to kind of show you guys and incorporate you guys into that and showing you how I do it and all that fun stuff. So let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about that. And again, I'll bring you guys back. This water's almost heated up and we'll start making this tropical wine. All right, everybody, we're back. Our water is nice and good and heated up. I added in our tannins, so one black tea bag. Just make yourself up a little bit of tea and add that in, or put a tea bag in the hot water here. Steep it in there for 10 minutes or whatever. Just like making regular old tea. I don't think anyone needs me to explain that. Or you can use tannins if you have purchased wine tannins from somewhere. You can also use that if you so choose. Next, I have my yeast nutrient here, so we're going to go ahead and add that in. I use Fermento yeast nutrient. That's pretty much the only one I use, so if you see it, that's what I'm using. I do 1/4 teaspoons per gallon instead of 1/2 teaspoon per gallon. I like to try and stretch it out. Brewing on a budget, right? So if you want to do 1/2 teaspoon, be my guest. Do 1/2 teaspoon. Yeast nutrient, tannins. Now we're ready to put the fruit in, so we need our brew bag. As usual, everything has already been cleaned and sanitized and all that good stuff, including the brew bag. Show you guys this one more time. It is 3 pounds of tropical fruit blend. Is that, you guys can pause it, take a picture, and we're going to add that into the brew bag. Okay, now for the fun part, watching John fumble trying to tie this thing. I think that when we get to 50 subscribers, I think I might do a little, excuse me, I might do a giveaway. Have 50 subscribers. I don't know what that'll be yet. Maybe something simple like a hydrometer or something like that. I'll put all of the subscribers into like a random generator thing and excuse me, see who wins it. Or we'll have you guys do comments or something. We'll figure something out to make it work. But just to show my appreciation to you guys, give away something. All right, there we go. Not too bad. Just gonna get this all mixed up in here. And my throat. My allergies this year are just super bad. Ridiculous. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to let that just kind of hang out for about an hour or so. Give the fruit a chance to defrost the rest of the way and break down and kind of mix them with that water. I may use a potato masher and just kind of break it up a little bit just so that we can get more surface area. So yeah, I'm going to let this sit for an hour and then I'll bring you guys back and show you what we're going to do next. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so it has been an hour. We've been letting this tropical fruit hang out. It's still a little warm, but that's alright. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and give this a little mash. We don't want to pulverize it or anything. We just want to kind of smush up that fruit so that we can get more surface area to hopefully get more flavor out of them and more juice out of it and stuff, Just because they're pretty big chunks. This is going to be some good wine. It smells delicious, man. You can really smell that, the pineapple especially. And I can smell that papaya coming out of there. It's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to this. All right, a little bit more here. is our sugar, right? 8 cups. 8 cups of sugar. Okay. Now we're gonna mix that up, get that all well incorporated in there. Now we're going to get that moved over into our fermenter, so let me get everything set up over at the table and I'll bring you guys over there and we'll do that. Alright, here we are. I got a new 3-gallon wide mouth fermenter, so we're going to use that. Looking forward to it. For you guys that are just starting out or you guys are on a budget, I want to tell you, Facebook Marketplace, like it is the way. If you're just starting out on brewing and stuff, there's lots of people that are constantly picking this hobby up and putting it down, and Facebook Marketplace is the way to go. So anytime you find yourself needing anything, I recommend getting on there and searching around before you purchase brand new. Most of the time, if you find it on there, you're going to have to clean it and scrub it. It is what it is, but you're going to get it for way cheaper. This wide mouth fermenter, I think, is $65 or $70 on Amazon. I got it used for 15 bucks. The guy had a little bit of extra beer that he had made one batch, used it one time, and turned around and sold it. I got it brand new in the box. So, killer deal there. So I just recommend that you definitely look on Facebook Marketplace. So I already moved over our brew bag into this. Now we're going to try and not make a mess, and we're going to pour our juice in. Okay. Now we're going to add some water. Let's put it in. Any remainders out of the pot here. Okay. Want to go to right about here, right there, 2.5. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give that a mix as usual. Metal in plastic, right? So we want to make sure we don't scratch the sides of the plastic. We don't want to be scoring it and getting any scratches on there. When we wash them, we don't want to be using any crazy rough SOS pads or the rough side on the sponge. We don't want to do any of that because we don't want to get scratches in this plastic and give somewhere for bacteria to grow, right? We don't want to do that. So keep that in mind when you're working with plastic. Also, as I've said before, buckets are another great cheap alternative to for brewing. I use all Tractor Supply buckets for all my 5-gallon batches. I do anywhere from 2 to 5-gallon batches in 5-gallon buckets. Some of them measure out at about 5.5 gallons, so it's perfect. If you do a 5-gallon batch, you have that ½ gallon of headspace in there. Works out great. All right, so we want to get a starting gravity reading now. fan's blowing it. All right, looks like we have a starting gravity of 1073, and that's going to be perfect. So let me do some quick math, and I'll bring you guys back and tell you what that's going to be. Okay, perfect. So if that goes all the way dry, we'll have 10%, 11%, something like that. It was like 10.73% or something along those lines. I think that's perfect. I think that's what we're going to go with. That should allow all those flavors to come through real nicely in this. We don't want to drown out all those wonderful fruit notes. So I'm going to get ready to throw the yeast in this, and I'll bring you guys back for that. Also, for you guys at home, make sure you're checking your temperature before you pick your yeast. Make sure you're at a working range. Right now I'm at 79 degrees, which is perfect for me to start throwing this. I'm using the Red Star Premier Wine yeast. You guys, as usual, feel free to use whatever you would like to use there at home. Use red yeast or whatever floats your boat. Okay. Make sure we get all that yeast in there. Okay, now we're going to put the lid on. We need to write all of our information down on this. Paper towel. I like to, when I put the bungs in, I like to get a clean paper towel and wipe it. If not, I find that it tends to want to slide out of there, and we don't want that. And then we're going to fill up our airlock with sanitizer solution, right? Don't mind the super glue patch job on this one. Alright, there we have it. Okay, so all that's left to do is write on here our starting gravity, today's date, and what it is, and we're going to get it put away, and then we're going to let it sit 9 days, and then we're going to come back and see where it's at. At 9 days, we'll pull the fruit off and do all that and take another reading. I'm probably going to say probably 3 weeks on this one. Give it some time to really let those flavors come out and get cleared. It's probably going to take a little while for this to get real clear. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks again for tuning in to Country Brewster. Like I said before, I'm going to get us back on track of doing 1 to 2 recipes a week. I apologize for the 2-week delay there. Had some stuff going on, but I think we're back on track and ready to go. We got some fun, exciting things. Don't forget to drop down in the comments and let me know, please, if you want to see beer recipes on this channel or if you want me to put it on another one. So as usual, thanks for tuning in to Country Brewster, and I'll have the recipes posted at the end of this video. Thanks for ingredients. Here's our ingredients for the tropical wine. Go ahead and feel free to pause that, screenshot it,